Hi, my name is Erica Wallstrom. I work at Great Schools Partnership, and we do a lot of work with restorative practices. Circle conversations is one piece of restorative practices. And so, what we're going to be doing today is modeling a community circle conversation. So, you'll see many different parts and pieces and elements that we include in the circle, as well as some students giving some really fabulous answers.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today with this circle conversation. We are just going to be modeling what a circle conversation looks like so that teachers and educators can see what that looks like and sounds like and feels like. Today, we are going to be doing a community circle. And so I'm really excited to have these conversations. Just some intentions that we always want to think about when we have circles is that we always want to speak from our heart. You want to say what you're genuinely thinking and feeling. You don't wanna make it feel like it's too planned. There's no right answer. It's just a conversation that we're having. We also wanna really listen from the heart. So that means when other people are speaking, we're really listening. And maybe sometimes our answers will actually respond to what they're saying, not in the moment, but when it's our turn to talk. We wanna speak spontaneously. So sometimes you can be thinking about what other people are saying and like thinking about, oh, how am I gonna respond to that? But really, you just want to be spontaneous in the moment. What is it that I'm thinking and I'm feeling in that particular moment? And like me right now, sometimes you can go on and on and on and talk a lot. You also want to speak leanly so that we all have an opportunity, right? So that everybody has a chance to speak. And then the last thing, which is obviously not happening today because we're videotaping, but anytime we have a circle, we want to make sure that what we talk about stays in the circle and that we're not going and sharing the stories with other people, right? So confidentiality, people share things that are really personal. We want to make sure that that stays in the circle. Anybody have any questions? Does that make sense? All right. So we're going to start out as our opening activity of thinking about someone you appreciate. And it could be anyone. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be an educator, someone that you're in a team with. And you all have an index card and a magic marker. And what you're going to do is you're just going to write the name of that person that you appreciate down on your card. And then we'll have an opportunity to share those out. So I'll give you all a moment to think about someone that you appreciate. All right. So, some structures that we have in circles is one is that there's a centerpiece that we will have in the center, and it really like allows a place to ground you. And it's just like something that you can look at when you're having conversations. Sometimes, like you'll be talking about something that's really emotional, and so it's nice to have like a centerpiece that you can kind of look at. You want that centerpiece to be meaningful to everybody that's in the group. So our appreciation cards are going to be our centerpiece today, and we'll be doing that in a second. The other important thing is a talking piece, and I have this little stuffy. You could do a ball, you could do a stick, whatever you want. Today we're actually going to use a microphone so that we can catch all of your voices as we're going around. But really, it's just an item that says it's my turn to talk. And what that does is it allows equity and a conversation. It's not just the person who raises their hand first who's going to be answering the question, but it gives every single person a moment where it's their chance to answer the question. It also gives a lot of ownership to you, right? It's like your chance, your opportunity, agency for being able to give your answer. It is always your choice to pass when you get the talking stick. So if you don't want to say something, you can just say pass and pass it along. But it's your choice, it's your decision, and it's your moment. Any questions about that? Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first round is going to be sharing out. Let's do your name. You'll say your name and who you are appreciating today, and then you can place it in the middle. So my name is Erica, and I'm appreciating my good friend Anne that I've known since college. We have reconnected and spent a lot of weekends walking and talking, and I just really appreciate her friendship. My name is Bailey. I'm appreciating my sister Mackenzie. She's like my best friend. And yeah, I love her very much. And I appreciate her.
My name is Trushan. I will be appreciating my father, Des Lyons.
My name is Amber, and I'm appreciating Mrs. Neal because she's been a great role model.
My name is Danny, and I am appreciating my best friend, Mrs. Place. She is always there for me. She is so intelligent and talented and beautiful, and I love her.
My name is Orla, and I'm appreciating my grandfather because even though we live in different states, he's always calling me and sending me reminders of how much he loves and appreciates.
My name is Striker Fraser, and I'm appreciating Chris Fraser, my dad, for always being there and teaching me a lot in life.
Okay, so after we do that first introduction round, we want to do a check-in round just to see how everybody is feeling in terms of having conversations because it can be hard to have a conversation. We're not always in the mood. So we're going to do a check-in round and just say, how are you doing today? Are you feeling ready for this circle? Is there anything that this group needs to know about your day while we're having this conversation? And I will just, and if you don't have anything to share, you can just say pass. And I would open it up. Who would like to start? If there's anybody that wants to start, and then I can pass it.
Hello.
I'll stand to go next.
I'm having a overall good day. It's not raining, and hopefully play some golf after school.
Yeah. I'm having a good day. I was a little nervous coming into this, but I'm feeling better and at least stuck in.
I'm having a pretty good day. I was also apprehensive going into this, but now that I'm actually in it, I feel a lot more sociable.
A little tired because it's Monday morning, but excited to be here.
Also a little tired. Yeah, that's fun.
For my days, something like that, I'm excited to be here. I was a little nervous too, but it seems really fun so far.
Yeah. I'm having a great day. I used to teach with students all the time, and now I never get a chance to. So I love being here, and so it's like really fun. So thank you. Okay, so after we do a check-in, the next step is that you have a series of questions, and they usually build on each other. And you start with a question that is maybe a little bit easier to answer. It should be accessible to all students, and then as you work through, you will build on it. So this is our first round of questions, and our question is specifically about respect. And so what I'd love you all to think about is what does respect sound like, feel like, look like from your perspective? And again, if there's anybody that wants to start us off, and then you can pass King Talking Stick. Thank you, Orla.
When I think respect, I think people not just listening because you're talking, but really thinking and respond to what you're saying. So like,
Yeah,
Similarly to that, I think of respect. I think of you also have to put yourself in more of a leadership position where you are completely willing to practice that radical listening and you are willing to kind of let yourself be vulnerable and not be the top person in charge and allow yourself to really listen to them and hear from their experience. I think
when I think of respect, I kind of think of effort, like effort to listen, effort of talking at the same time, and just effort being there for someone, having someone there for you. Hey.
For me, respect. It's someone waiting for you to finish your thought, not trying to get in at a moment where you pause. It sounds like someone who's genuinely interested in that you are. I do.
I really like what Amber said about it being like an effort because it's a respect that you're born with that people like need to give you the respect, but there's also respect that didn't offer up. Like they're giving you respect because they also choose to give you no respect. So it's not just like
Yeah.
something that you have to do, it's something that you operate out with.
I actually was really thinking about what you were both talking about and how it is a lot of what I bring to something, right? That I have to be able to put myself out there. So the second question is who is an educator? And tell the story about an educator that you felt really respected you and that you felt really respected by. And just for confidentiality, we're just going to leave the names of that person out, but you can tell the story about that particular person. Does that make sense?
But
Yeah. Is there anybody who wants to start?
So this educator, they make sure every single day when we walk into the classroom, they say, "Hi, how are you today?" And they make sure every single person that gives that. And then they also have connection questions, which is just another way of them putting effort to like get to know everyone in their classroom. And I think that's just a really big part of respect. Like you can tell that that person respects every single person in their classroom, and then they have very good discussions with every single person there. And it's a really great effort. And then the students they usually put that effort back and they have the conversation back, and it's just a very good mutual respect in the classroom that I really liked. Oh, so yeah, which way you want to go? Yeah,
um This educator, I just more than respect too, I just love them. Like I forged such a connection with them. And I think that connections is such an important part of respect. Like I see them every day and I can have casual conversations. I can let them in on my vulnerabilities and on my failures and trials and tribulations.
So the educator I feel most respected by is my advisor, who I get the honor of seeing every day. They're there for more than just like the academic things. They're there for like the social and emotional well-being, whether you're having a bad day or if you're having a good day and just want to share those positive comments.
I think
That's my wait, what was it again?
Yeah, who do you, a teacher that you or educator you feel respected
All
by?
right, all right.
Yeah.
An educator I feel most respect by. This person feels the need to ask how I'm doing every day, and I always feel like I can always tell them how I feel, and I feel like I'm very respected by them, and they're always putting an effort into a conversation, as well as wondering why if I'm not doing as well in a good day or a bad day. Like they're always wondering how I'm doing.
And then the final round would have been share a time when you felt disrespected and tell us the story about when you felt disrespected. So again, for those of you at home, that building of the questions in. All right, we're going to do one quick closing round, which oftentimes closing rounds do have to be fast because we run out of time. But I want you to think about what do you appreciate about yourself? So one thing that you appreciate about yourself. And I'll start. It's hard to sometimes appreciate yourself. But I appreciate my willingness to work hard and to put the time in.
sweet that Memphis mentioned.
I agree with you. Probably my willingness to work hard. That's mostly because of my father. But yeah.
One thing I appreciate about myself is my willingness to try new things, even if I know I'm not to be the best at it. I'm willing to put the work in and try it anyway.
I really appreciate my own ability to create and to love. I feel like that takes a lot of vulnerability. So,
I appreciate how I can continue to stack things on my plate and still make sure everything gets done to my best ability.
I appreciate that I can maintain myself as I go through things in my readiness. I appreciate that.
I appreciate my hard work and perseverance because, like, no matter how my things get, I still keep going. Like, your things are really, really hard. I still try to persevere.
I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And that is closing to our circle tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.